this beer base would have been brewed in early 2018, and that's right around the time that we had a little, I don't know if renaissance is the right word, but really a reimagining of what we wanted Black Tuesday to be. Not that it was anything that it shouldn't have been, but it had evolved over the years, and we've talked about this before at several member events, but really took a good hard look at the brewing process and the barrel aging process and the recipe, and we wanted to get it richer and darker and really more balanced without losing the essence of what Black Tuesday is. And this is really the first release of Black Tuesday Reserve where we're capturing, all of those things that we worked with Black Tuesday on to make an extra special beer. And this is just blowing me away. The amount of bourbon and chocolate, and there's a
brownie batter all over the
there's an essence of vanilla in there as well, and almost a nuttiness. And keep in mind, this saw an initial year of barrel aging, and then for our Black Tuesday Reserve, it's actually barreled down into a new to us bourbon barrel where it ages for another year before release. So you get a little bit more fortification from the barrel itself, and a really exemplary mellowing of all of the flavors. So it's everything you love about Black Tuesday times 2.
A weird taste sensation of marshmallow.
Yeah,
I've never gotten out of the non-adjuncted, Black Tuesday before. That's kind of pretty interesting. Yeah. I also noticed the viscosity is nice. It's thick,
It's weighted.
It's weighted. It's good.
The mouthfeel is really good. A lot of sometimes you expect some of these beers that age in barrel longer, they can thin out over time. It depends on the beer going in, but this one, this is great.
What I like about this is it's really a showcase for the bourbon character to it, and it has a little bit of that like brownie batter chocolate that you were talking about. It has less of the sort of dark stewed fruits that you occasionally get in just regular Black Tuesday. I don't know, it's special. It's a special beer.
I think one of the things that it kind of strikes me about this vintage is that we're sitting right around 20% alcohol here, and any beer at that percentage is going to be warming, but this is smooth and mellow. I actually think I'm getting less perceived heat than this past fall's Black Tuesday release. This is exceptional. With
viscosity comes not perceptive sweetness, but absolute sweetness. And sugar is usually what carries that body. I'm just kind of astounded by the body of this and the lack of sugar. Yeah. It's not even, I have no perception of sweetness, really.
We've talked about that a few times, and I think it's interesting. Black Tuesday is actually a really dry beer from an analytical perspective, and it's funny you bring that up. That was one of the things that all of us talked about when we were thinking about Black Tuesday, and said, hey, we wanted to get a little more of that stout body back, and this shows it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that was funny. Like what you were saying, like we were always accused of being a really sweet brewery, but especially Black Tuesday. But Black Tuesday is one of the driest stouts on the market. Still, it historically has been, and it still is. Yeah. And it's just my understanding and how I describe it is that ethanol kind of carries that perceived sweetness to it, and historically that ethanol has kind of thinned out the body, and we've managed to build it back into it. So it's cool. It's really cool.
Well, it's well done. I'm a fan.
Cheers.
Yeah. Nice. Well done.